Kona is where we fell in love with the ocean, exploring remote beaches and swimming with gentle giants. Our trip started with a 6-hour flight from the west coast. First thing first, we went straight to the Poke Shack, which is a short 20-minute drive from the airport. This is the best poke you'll ever have in your life. Our trip was 7 days total in length, and we based ourselves near Kailua-Kona. Our first Airbnb sits on top of a hill with a terrace overlooking the ocean. After checking in, we headed right for the beach. Our first snorkel site is Kahalu'u Beach Park with easy beach entry. We ended our day with a takeout meal and a gorgeous sunset drive back to our stay. The second day, we woke up early to head to Honaunau Bay, one of the most pristine snorkel sites in Kona. From the rock entry point, we were greeted by stunning coral and marine lives in crystal clear water. After our snorkel, we headed to Coffee Shack, a cafe with an amazing vantage point overlooking the western Kona coast to enjoy brunch.
What did you get, Alexi?
For the afternoon, we relaxed at Old Kona Airport Beach before grabbing a quick bite at Ohana-Q to prepare for the night. This was one of the highlights of the trip.
Welcome aboard.
We took a 45-minute speedboat ride to the site and hopped into the water, waiting for the giants to appear. And they came through. Giant manta's main food source is zooplanktons, and the bright blue light from our board attracts herds of planktons for them. It's like a buffet for the mantas. If you're in Kona and looking for a unique experience, this is one to not miss. Day 3. For the third day of our trip, we headed back to Kahalu'u Beach in a much better weather and swam in the warm water. After our snorkel, we headed to Haiko Cafe to drink some coffee, and we also headed to Hawaii Barbecue Deli, one of our favorite no-frills quick eat on Kona. After lunch, we headed north to take in the amazing view of the shore. We also stopped by a fruit stand by the side of the road to have some local pineapple. Today, we're staying at another Airbnb deep inside the forest reserve of Kona. This Airbnb truly feels like an oasis in the lush jungle.
Good morning.
For our 5th day, we headed to Hilo. On the way, we stopped by the famous Akaka Falls. With an easy hike, we saw so much nature in the grand waterfall. As you drive in Kona, you'll find so many amazing views along your way. For us, we came upon this hidden trail overlooking the ocean, After a quick lunch at Hilo, we headed back for Kona and enjoyed a gorgeous sunset at Kua Bay. We are currently going to Captain Cook. We'll be snorkeling there and kayaking there. Snorkeling at Captain Cook is another highlight of our Kona trip. We parked our car along the road and headed for the kayak entry point. Taxi! So we're in the middle of the ocean here, kayaking to Captain Cook Monument, which is there. We made it more than halfway. Alright, I'll see you guys there. Due to the deeper water, Captain Cook's snorkel side has bigger marine life. If you're lucky, you can even see sharks and dolphins on your trip. We were lucky enough to pass by a pod of dolphins on our way back. After resting at our Airbnb, we headed to the secluded Makalawena beach. This hike requires you to drive on sharp rocks and on unpaved roads. A 4x4 vehicle is recommended, but we made it through with just us then. We hiked around 30 minutes through volcanic rock fields to arrive at one of the most scenic beaches in the whole world. For our 6th day on Kona, we grabbed our morning coffee and headed to Honaunau Bay again to enjoy the water. After snorkeling, we found a food truck by the side of the road to enjoy lunch and headed to Punalu'u Black Sand Beach to relax for the afternoon. On our way back up, we also stopped by a coffee farm to grab some of the renowned Kona coffee beans for ourselves to enjoy when we're back home. Last day on Kona, we said goodbye to our Airbnb and headed to Kaloko Park to enjoy our morning. Here, you have chances to see many turtles just resting on the shore. Remember to always respect nature and wildlife wherever you go. Of course, before we leave Kona, we had to get another round